Dude.
You're not mic'd up, or you don't have your mic in hand.
I don't want my mic.
All right, that's fine.
Dude,
Welcome back.
thanks. Glad to be here.
Yeah. Well, I'm Tom Sofa.
Are we just starting now?
I'm Tom Sofa.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm Mike Tomato.
Okay, good. Welcome to Sofa Tomatoes. We're
Welcome.
back.
We're back. The camera's a little, jaunted.
Well,
but
we'll unjaunt
it's fine.
it.
Nobody watches
it's-
on YouTube.
Yeah,
anyway.
people are. We're looking for more listeners than watchers these days.
Yeah, we care about the ears, not the
yeah.
eyes.
Anywho, so you were just saying you're tired.
I am tired. I slept in today. Well, a little bit. I did work, but then when I logged on for work, I was like, I might take another 5-minute siesta before I start.
Oh, well, I was tired about an hour and a half ago.
Okay.
Absolutely dead tired. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Well, first of all, I took my dad to the doctor today. No, nothing crazy, just a little something. He's getting a little cortisone shot in his shoulder.
Okay. Very ironic.
Ironies are everywhere.
Yeah.
I took him this morning, and I kind of had a little run around. I was doing a little errand here, errand there. Picked him back up, came back, and he gave me like a bunch of sandwich to eat. This delicious sandwich that my step-grandparents bring up from Peoria. It's a gondola sandwich.
Okay. It's like a famous deli down there or something.
So good.
Love that.
And my dad was like, they brought up extra because last time my little brother was eating a bunch of it, and they're like, this time he's hardly touched it. So here, take the whole thing. I was like, say less.
Yeah.
And I ate some of it.
Is it a particular meat or is it a full sandwich?
It's not that crazy, but it's just got like meat and cheese on it. You usually can get it with like lettuce and tomatoes and onions and this and that, but it's usually like kind of just something to casually pick at. So it's just kind of ham and cheese and salami.
Gotcha.
I think, mostly.
Gotcha.
But the bread is really what it's all about.
The bread makes a sandwich.
The bread is
It's the majority of
like
the sandwich.
thick. It's just delicious. I if I had some, I'd give it to you, but I ate all of it.
Okay.
I had like 3 little slices, and then
You're a growing boy.
I got home and I freaking ate the rest of it, which was just a whole sandwich worth plus.
Yeah. Are we talking like a Subway foot long?
It was probably a little over a foot long,
Over a foot long.
but not by much, but a little over.
Okay.
And I just destroyed it. Just ate it. But it's already pre-cut too. They pre-cut it for them.
Okay.
So
like
it's
into
just
little segments?
Yeah, so like you just pick up one and it's just like 1, 2, 3, done. Then you pick up another 1, 2, and it's just
Right. The Lay's potato chips of sandwiches.
Oh, I destroyed it. I did that, and then on top of that, my mom, she makes these pretzel Hershey Kiss, and then she presses an almond onto the Hershey Kiss that's like a little melted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She makes these. I have about 50 of them left over. On top of that, my mom makes these cookie bars, these chocolate chip cookie bars that I just have to be given those left over. So I've been like snacking on those.
Yeah.
So I've just been carbing up.
Carb
eating
load.
Sweets. I had a caramel brulee latte from Starbucks today.
Oh my God.
Okay. I was going to go praline chestnut like a normal Starbucks
Like a sane
freak,
person.
like a normal Starbucks freak.
Okay. Did you go to the roastery?
I did not. No way. I was just out. I was out with my dad in Park Ridge, dropping him
okay.
off, and I just hit a regular Starbucks, and I walk in because there's no drive-through. I walk in, and I said, "Do you guys have?" I said, "I'll have a large praline chestnut."
Mm-hmm.
The guy goes, "Oh, we're out of praline chestnut." And I was like,
Ouch.
are you kidding me? Like, I haven't had Starbucks in a week and a half, and the day I go, you're out of praline chestnut?
Life isn't fair.
Unbelievable. And so he was like, yeah, well, you should have the caramel brulee latte. It's a delicious alternative. And I figured maybe I would, but I was kind of like, I kind of figured it'd be similar to just a regular caramel latte that they're just charging extra for.
Sure, but it's brulee.
Yeah, it wasn't. But I said, sure, do it, but I don't want a large. I want a medium just because it's not going to do.
Well, what do they call
praline
mediums
chestnut.
in Starbucks?
Yeah, I still say medium. I fight that. I don't say
Right.
I don't say grande. Like,
Grande.
Yeah, no, I don't do
That's
that.
it. That's
No,
it.
I say medium. I refuse to conform to that. I unsubscribe to that.
You don't speak Starbucks?
I don't speak Starbucks. So
Damn.
I'll
We'll work on that.
throw medium, large, small around left and right.
Okay. Very American of you.
And they accept that. They do not.
Yeah, they know what you're talking
They
about.
don't fight me. They just do it. And I love that. That's how it should be. And I think more people should be like me.
I think they should start correcting people.
Right. So needless to say, I destroyed all of these snacks.
Yeah.
I destroyed this sandwich. I just ate. And I had this very sweet caramel latte.
Mm-hmm.
So around 4 p.m., I was just like dozing. I fed the dog around 5 p.m. And then I laid down. I had a podcast in the ears, a different podcast, and I fell right to sleep for 20, 30 minutes. And I'm so thankful that I did, because then I woke up and I ate a bunch of blueberries after I woke up. Gave me a little extra sugar.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but we're back.
Blueberries really took you there.
Well, I mean, yeah, nature's candy.
Is that what they call blueberries?
Fruit is.
I thought that was grapes.
It's fruit. Fruit is nature's candy.
Okay.
So
I mean, I like blueberries.
Just pick a freaking fruit and it's nature's
I
candy.
put frozen blueberries in like my yogurt and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love blueberries. And the problem with blueberries, I just can't stop.
No, they're good. I used to not like them as a kid, actually. I used to think they were a subpar berry because they're not very sweet.
Dude.
But when you put a blueberry in a yogurt and then you mash it up and it turns a nice purple hue, I really enjoy that.
Yeah. It's crazy how the different marts have the different quality produce.
Yes.
It's just crazy
Yes.
because I shop around here in the city of Chicago a decent amount, and the produce for blueberries, it's hit or miss. Usually pretty, there's usually mostly decent blueberries out there. But I went out to the Target by your old house, my mom's current house.
Oh, okay.
Because I was
How's
out,
that Target? Is she still doing well?
She's fantastic. But I went out there because I had to get a new phone charger for my car.
Okay, like a new cord?
New cord. I'd killed mine. I'd beat it to shit. It was gone.
My goodness.
So I had to get a new one, and I was over there, and I was picking him up from my parents, and I went in there, and I was like, you know what? While I'm over here, I'm gonna get some blueberries. I don't have much produce. I'd rather have just something that feels fresh. And dude, the blueberries were just huge, just bigger blueberries than you're gonna find in the city.
Okay.
Just quality, and then a bunch of them just for like a regular price. But like I feel like in the city, they're just not as good, not as quality.
Maybe, or like they just probably get picked over faster than you can get them, I would imagine.
I would say you're wrong.
No?
I would say you're wrong. There's
Okay.
no way, dude. I'm going to stores all
I
the
mean,
time.
I don't know how often you go to the grocery store. I don't know how often you're in the produce aisle.
That's the thing. I'm a work from home guy. I go to the grocery store early in the morning.
Well, and you live really close to Jewel.
Sure do. So I'm
actually.
going at all hours. There's no way that I'm not finding when they got crisp fruit.
I guess.
Okay.
But I'm surprised by Target having decent produce because
Incredible.
I don't really think of Target when it comes to produce
because
to be
it's
totally honest.
terrible in the city. Their produce is terrible.
It's bad, yeah. It's
but
bad.
you go 30 minutes outside. You hit a Target over there. Oh my,
in the suburbia,
dude! These blueberries were incredible. I ate the whole freaking thing in 20 minutes.
Okay.
I take a toothpick and I make them kebabs.
Well, there are always parts of suburbia that are always better than not. Hold on, I interrupt this for a phone call. I don't know this number.
No, you don't need that.
Not answering. And I guess when it comes to produce, I prefer Jewel over Aldi's. I think because Jewel's produce usually lasts a little bit longer for me than Aldi's.
Okay.
And between Jewel and Tony's, I like Tony's. Tony's actually has good produce in the city.
I haven't really gone to Tony's.
On Elston, closer towards where I currently live.
Yeah.
But there's a Tony's there on a corner of Elston and such.
Out of my way.
Decent produce for a good price.
Okay.
I'm okay with it. I don't hate it.
Okay.
And then Costco's produce actually slaps. Like, I have I had to throw out the asparagus because I forgot to put a paper towel in the bag to
Sure.
keep it from doing up and getting nasty and,
Right.
and whatever. But the broccoli is holding strong, really holding strong. Potatoes
Like
are,
fresh broccoli?
yeah.
Yeah, you don't like frozen broccoli. What's wrong with frozen?
There's nothing wrong with frozen broccoli, but they had a big bag of fresh florets, and I was like, I'll get the fresh florets.
Okay.
And then potatoes are great. Potatoes are potatoing.
Yeah.
They don't get the spuds super early. I find that like the ones that I get from Jewel, if I put them in my cabinet, they usually get the eyes very quickly. And then, sometimes that can fuck up a potato.
I actually got grapes and blueberries from Costco last time I went.
Totally, yeah.
And they were good.
Yeah.
They were pretty good. I mean, Aldi's got a decent grape too. I really will stand by that. And Jewel, the only way that I'm buying grapes at Jewel is when they got that mobile deal
Oh, on the app?
on the app. Once a
Yeah.
week, you can go in and spend $2 for a thing of grapes.
I used that the other day, actually. What was I buying?
What'd you get?
I was buying honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got like a nice big thing of honey for like $5.
Oh, really? How
was-
much was it originally?
Like 9.
Yeah, you got to have that.
It was great.
You can't
It was
shop
great.
at these grocery stores without these things, it seems like. And
No, you
and
gotta
I hate it because they're just
subscribe.
tagging you.
Oh, and also speaking of grocery stores. So this weekend, my mom and I went shopping for my Christmas gift.
Go on.
And we stopped at a Bob's Furniture. But right next to Bob's Furniture was an Amazon Fresh.
Okay.
Have you been to an Amazon Fresh before?
I have not, but the premise, you just walk in, you put it in the cart, and you walk out, and it's just gotcha.
Yes. So
That's freaking nuts.
you have to, although, like, program the cart specifically. So, like, they have the cart set up, and there's a big, like, iPad in the middle of it or whatever.
Okay.
And you sign into your Amazon account, and then once you cross the towers and it beeps, then you're on. You're golden.
You're golden. Just
And
buy.
Just buy all you want. And then there's bags in the cart so you can bag as you go.
Okay.
So it's super efficient. And I didn't end up doing that because I was only going in for distilled water.
Okay.
Because I needed it for my humidifier. And then purified water for my sourdough starter.
Have it all.
And when we were going through, it was expensive. And even with a Prime membership, like I am a Prime member, Jeffrey has done me well sometimes. But I was shocked by the prices, especially like cereal was like $8 for like Chex Mix. $8. Who in their right mind would pay $8 for a box of cereal? Because it's made by Kellogg's for like 60 cents.
For sure.
It's insane. Although the theory is that like the war in Ukraine is really kind of fucked up the wheat production.
The cereal market?
Yeah, because of the wheat production. Ukraine was a massive producer of wheat in the world. So we're feeling it. These
What are you gonna
Quakers,
do?
Kellogg's, they're really feeling the heat of Putin's wrath. But I was shocked by the prices in that store. I was expecting it to be cheaper because if the idea is for Amazon to create a grocery store and then kind of pull the market so people don't go to Jewel, they don't go to Trader Joe's, they don't go to wherever, I would assume they would have done what they did when they were first rolling out, which is they dramatically lowered the prices, functioned at a loss to take all the competition, and then once the competition was destroyed, they would jack up the prices. But that doesn't seem to be happening with their fresh.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I think that people are going in there, and the whole idea of it is that they're not checking the prices that much. They're just going in there, they're putting stuff in the cart, and then they're walking out, and they're trying to, like Amazon's trying to do this mindless shopping thing,
Okay.
where you go in and like,
I guess, and like maybe the novelty of it all, where it's like, look at this, you can get a cart and just walk out. So
Did you feel-
there weren't that many people working in the store. There's just a couple of people stocking shelves.
Right.
Everything was self-checkout. Obviously, if you weren't using the fancy schmancy cart, I'm waiting for their baskets to get smart because I'm a basket shopper. I don't go full cart because I'm just buying for one.
right.
But if their baskets turn smart, game changer for me. That would be fun.
Was any of it, do you feel like was more cost effective, or did you feel like it was all just overpriced?
Only if you had a Prime membership.
It was cost effective.
Yes, because then you can get other things like on sale. So like the water that I was getting without a Prime membership, it was like $140, but with the Prime membership, it was like $115.
Okay.
So you save a couple cents here and there, but the incentive obviously is to get a Prime membership so you can program the card and blah, 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 and do what you need to do it at Amazon Fresh.
Okay. Yeah.
But also not a very big grocery store. It kind of gives like Aldi vibes, but Jeff.
Yeah, I feel like Bezos is just testing that. He doesn't really care too much about it.
He doesn't give a fuck.
I really don't think he gives a shit about it.
He's like, you plebs are going to eat whatever I serve you.
Yeah.
That's exactly how he's living. But yeah, we like it. I mean, I'm a grocery person. I like groceries.
Love it.
Yeah, I like grocery shopping. I don't understand the people that don't like grocery shopping. I like to know what I'm eating, and I like to pick it myself because then I get the best quality.
I like to do a couple laps. Put me in.
Oh, I make a list. Otherwise, it's too much.
Oh, no. I just go. Sometimes I have a mini list. Like, if I know I need 3 things, that's all it takes. But otherwise, I just kind of go at the whatever I kind of find type of deal. Well, and I like to shop the deals, too. I'm like always trying to get a
You
good
can
deal
find
on
some
stuff.
things here and there. But, you know, like, do you spend a lot of time in the produce aisle?
Depends.
Or in the frozen section?
No, not a lot in the frozen.
Yeah, me neither.
Only thing I'm getting in the frozen section of like a Jewel is broccoli these days.
That's it.
Yeah,
Just broccoli.
maybe ice cream once in a blue.
You should get into peas.
You think so? Are peas better than broccoli?
It's a good source of protein,
Okay.
decent fiber,
Okay.
but get into peas. When I'm feeling like I kind of want to have a vegan, vegetarian, because there's butter involved,
Right.
kind of meal, I'll do like a pesto pasta with peas. And it's great. I love peas.
I'm open to peas.
And they're good. There's no hate to peas.
I don't hate peas.
There's no hate to peas.
Something I'll think about.
Yeah, get into peas. If you want to diversify your vegetable intake. Because broccoli, it gets a little one note every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, I make it a little cheesy, and I usually have it with rice and chicken. So like, it's just like.
Do you like soy sauce?
I don't hate. Yeah, sure, for sure.
Put some soy sauce on that broccoli.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Sure, do you have dinner tonight?
I didn't have dinner tonight.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I did
we'll
not.
talk about that later. But
I did not eat
something
dinner
to think
tonight.
about, 'cause I don't think I've had dinner yet either.
Okay. But it sounds like you ate well earlier today.
Well, it's not the new year yet.
It's not the new year yet.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what have you been watching lately, man? You watch anything good?
What have I been watching? Nothing. Okay, so I got booted on Netflix. I got the boot again.
I got the boat.
I got the Pete Buttigieg on that.
I hate the boat.
And it's so stupid, Netflix. Like, why are you doing this to us? Why are you plaguing us with the boot? Just let us watch content. But, so I was going to watch something on Netflix, but then that sucked. So I have regressed to YouTube again. And I love like debate content or, you know, like kind of like politically motivated conversations.
Yeah.
And I was into the Jubilee series, as I've described prior.
Yeah.
I found something very similar to it put on by the Free Press, I believe is the organization.
Okay.
And so this one, they went to like swing states prior to the election. So they went to like Ohio, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. And they had a gaggle of 6 people. And they all just spoke hot topics and their opinions on things and, you know, anecdotes and facts here and there. And I love that shit because, one, I love to know how people think, and I love to kind of gauge the temperature of the conversation. I love to kind of figure out what the news cycle is for other people because everyone consumes news very different now.
True.
We all used to get on, you know, the basic channels. I need to stop saying, you know. That's one thing also. That's going to be my New Year's resolution.
Oh, my God.
It kills me. Okay, side tangent. I was listening to our podcast because I'm trying to juice up our numbers, right? and every time I catch myself going, you know, as like a filler, I hate it. I quiver. It's so. I am a smarter speaker than that.
You should give a public apology.
To listeners, I am so sorry that I have eviscerated your ears with my ungodly filler words.
If you guys feel like that we're doing anything too much, leave a review. Make it nasty.
Leave a review. Roast me. Email me. Send us an email at sofatomatoes@gmail.com.
SofaTomatosPod at
SofaTomatosPod@gmail.com.
Don't
Sorry.
listen to him.
That one was taken.
SofaTomatosPod at gmail.com.
But correct me. If I don't get corrections, it's never going to change. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I like to gauge the temperature of these conversations, how people get their media. And I'm a digital media consumer. I'm big on Reuters Online, NPR podcast, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I don't really go to the MSNs, the CNNs, the Foxes. All that is garbage.
You're not a boomer.
I'm not a boomer. And I
Me
do
neither.
kind of, I don't know, envy or long for the time when we all consumed media in the one ecosystem.
Right.
When it was all just kind of like Walter Cronkite at 10 p.m. or wherever. Mm-hmm. That's what I kind of wish, because since these algorithms on all these different platforms have got us by the balls, and we can't shake it, and we're so rage baited and sex baited, however they get our attention to engage, because it's all about engagement for these people and watch time. And we now exist in these personalized information bubbles. And that's why you get these people that go on these debate shows, and the way they speak, they're so entrenched into their mode of thinking. It's kind of scary. And I don't know how, and maybe I'm watching this as like a personal goal or vendetta of mine to kind of figure out how to debrief these people, how to, take them out of the cult of their intercellular, if that's even the right word, kind of information bubble. Because Lord knows that's going to have to change. We all have to get onto the same frequency if we're going to make it out alive. Because otherwise we're fucked.
I agree.
So that's what I've been watching. I've been watching these debate content things on YouTube.
Okay.
The Free Press. I like your stuff. You're a little bit better than Jubilee, because some of the Jubilee stuff is a little sensationalized.
Noted.
Yeah.
Noted.
What are you watching?
Dude, okay. I got 3 things that I'm talking about today.
3.
3.
Okay.
All movies.
Ooh, okay. Love that.
I'm not usually a big movie guy, but I've watched a couple movies last couple days. I'm going to start with the holy hell was I impressed. Wicked.
Oh, fabulous, isn't it?
Oh my God.
I suck off Ariana and Cynthia. I do.
It was so good. I need to see it again. I'm going to see it again.
I want to see it again.
I'm going to see it again.
It's very good. It's still in theaters. Believe it or not.
I do believe that.
Are you going to do the sing-along?
I'm not going to do this.
I'm not going to do
I'm
that
not ready
either.
for that, but I am going to see it again. I was thoroughly, thoroughly impressed. I can't wait for the next one, part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like it will, it's gonna go down as like one of those that people are gonna be like,
it's a good adaptation.
it's gonna be a rainy day for people. It's
Totally.
gonna be, throw this on all the time. Like,
now, I know you don't really care about this, but it's alluding to the idea that it's gonna get a lot of like Oscar buzz.
okay.
Do you think it's an Oscar-worthy movie?
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, I really don't know what defines an Oscar worthy.
Well, the Academy, technically.
I would say that I don't watch enough movies to say whether it's good enough to be on a scale like that. I got to watch more movies that are at that type of caliber. But I would say that there should be a lot of like nominations. There should be a lot of like. It was incredible. It was really, really good.
I agree that it was incredible. I really enjoyed it. I personally would not like to see it get nominated for Best Picture, but I think it will.
Okay. Fair. Totally fair. So that's number 1. Number 2 is a new one on the Netflix, which I got kicked off on here, but Rachel has it, so I was able to to watch it on her account. It's called Carry On.
Oh, my parents also
Jason
watched this.
Bateman.
Yeah.
I do not recommend this, you guys.
Bad.
Did not like it.
Okay.
I thought it was entertaining. If you're just looking for a little something to just, whatever.
Get a little coot and caboodle on Netflix.
I guess. But I feel like you just poke holes in this movie left and right. Poke hole, poke hole, poke hole. And
Well, it's funny you say that because that's exactly what my parents did when they watched it.
yeah.
Because they worked for the airlines. So they were catching all the continuity errors, the things that wouldn't happen in the actual airports. Even to the point where my dad was like, they flew off on a Boeing and then landed on a Airbus. What the fuck is that?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was no good. But whatever. It was fine. It was just fine. It would have been better if they would have said that it took place 20 plus years ago. Because then you could poke, is
it a heist movie?
It's kind of heisty,
Okay.
but just don't watch it.
It's
man.
not worth it.
Don't watch it.
Not worth the time.
The next one, I don't even know the name of it. That's the problem.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you, it's Jennifer Gardner's in it. It came out a couple years ago. Okay. It's kind of a thriller. It's like a cyber terrorist attacking these people.
Was it Elektra?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And pretty much what happens is all the phone service goes out.
Ooh, that's fun.
And like these smart cars, like Teslas, they get programmed or they get like hacked into to self-drive and crash to block off the highways. So you can't get out from city to city.
Okay, I'm terrified of that actually being a real life scenario.
I know.
And that's totally possible.
I know. And so that's why it's so brilliant. It was actually pretty darn good. It was a pretty thrilling film.
I wish you knew the name.
Well, you can't even watch Netflix anyway. You got
I
kabooted.
guess. I did.
But I will find it and I will send it to you. I'll get more info for you. I do apologize for not knowing, but it was pretty decent movie. I didn't totally love the ending, but I could see how some people might, without spoilers or anything.
Yeah.
But it was very, very good, very thrilling, very had a little ha-ha here, but I was terrified.
Okay.
A little terrified.
I mean,
I liked it.
I like a dystopian thing.
Right.
I like a dystopian book, a dystopian movie, a dystopian piece of artwork. I love it. Speculative fiction fucks me up.
Okay.
And I mean, Handmaid's Tale is one of my favorite books of all time. Speculative fiction, love it, but not very sci-fi-y. But a sci-fi movie that's kind of bad, but also really good. I don't know if you remember this. In Time with Justin Timberlake and Amanda Seyfried.
No.
It's like you have a clock essentially on your arm that has the amount of minutes that you have left to live. And that's like also the currency in that world.
Wow.
So, you work to get X amounts of minutes. The rich people have the most minutes, that kind of stuff. And Justin Timberlake's character is on a mission to get the minutes. And it's bad, but it's good.
Oh, all right.
And that's a good dystopian sci-fi. I feel like that might be in that Jennifer Garner kind of vibe.
Okay.
What else? I mean, there's The Hunger Games. That's always a classic. I didn't like 12 Monkeys or something. It's with...
Don't know that one.
That one's also kind of recognized as a classic. It's with Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt. It's kind of art housey. It's kind of a little weird. But kind of a different thing. But still Netflix. The last movie I watched on Netflix before I got the boot, I just wanted to say this because it's a good movie, but it's also bad, is As Above, So Below. Have you heard of this?
No.
Scary movie, horror movie.
I don't think I'd like it.
But it's not like very ooky spooky. It's more kind of like suspicious.
Okay.
And so it follows this girl who is a treasure hunter, archaeologist woman.
All right.
And she's on the hunt to find the Philosopher's Stone. So her and her friends, and this is all kind of like shaky cam style.
Yeah.
And they all go, they're in Paris, and they believe, based on a bunch of clues, that the Philosopher's Stone is in the Paris catacombs.
Okay.
Which you know what those are, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they go into the catacombs, and then turns out, by happenstance, they enter the gates of hell. And
Scary.
it's a mission to find the stone and come out alive.
All right.
And I like that. I think it was very cool. I like the biblical references. I like how it's not like gory scary. It's more kind of like ooky spooky scary. Because I'm not a gore girl. I don't like the slashers, like the Saw movies, where you just have like blood and guts spraying everywhere.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
That's so gross.
Yeah,
That's so gross.
Yeah, it's just.
I can't get behind it.
Let's
I'll
move on.
never enjoy that. I'll
move
never
on.
want to sit down and watch that and think like that's good content
I agree.
because it's gross. But anyway, if you feel like ooky spooky one day, Halloween comes around and you're like, I kind of want to watch an ooky spooky movie, but I don't want to be like grossed out. As above, so below.
Okay. As above, so below. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Dude, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Hocus Pocus. No.
Ha ha.
What is my favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah, figure it out.
I really like Four Christmases
Okay. That's a good
with
one.
Reese Witherspoon and
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn.
Okay.
I really enjoy that one actually.
Interesting.
A Christmas Story is a classic.
Okay. You don't like Home Alone or.
I like it.
Okay.
You
I'm
know,
just
I
checking
do.
on your favorite. I'm just trying.
I do.
Trying to get you thinking. Just
I will
trying to get your
say the
head
one
in the
that
right
I
space.
never jived with, and this is kind of a surprise to a lot of people, is The Grinch.
The Jim. Really?
Yeah, I
when was the last
never.
time you watched it?
A couple years ago,
You should give it a shot.
but I
again.
never liked it. I never liked it.
Dude, hot take. You gotta check yourself.
I know it's a classic, and like Jim Carrey is who he is, but I never liked it.
Dude.
I couldn't get into it.
I was dying laughing.
I bet
I
you
just
were.
watched it a couple
Like
days
there's
ago.
some lines that are quote where it's like, ooh,
There's even
that's
more.
it. I'm not going.
Yeah,
Like
that
that's
one's so
classic.
good. So good.
But other than that, I couldn't get behind it. And I think you were the one that was telling me that like he had to do some CIA training because the suit was so intense.
I'm sure I said that.
Something like that. You were listening to a podcast where he was on it where he was like, I survived on CIA training and cigarettes.
No, that must have been on for something else.
But I'm pretty sure it was you that told me that.
I don't know. Don't worry about it. We'll test that theory. I don't know about that.
But yours is The Grinch?
No, it's not the Grinch. I like the Grinch a lot, dude. The only reason that I ask that question is because my favorite is now I'm kind of like leaning certain ways. I like Home Alone a lot. That's a classic for me. That one, it holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah. It was filmed in Illinois.
Exactly. And but this year I watched for the first time White Christmas.
Like the old, like 1950s?
Yeah, with Bing Crosby.
Really?
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Well, I'm going to tell you
But
what.
I know of it.
It is a fantastic Christmas movie.
You ever watched It's a Wonderful World?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Or Wonderful Life? That one.
Yes,
That one.
I have.
That's also like allegedly a classic.
Yeah, that's a good one. But White Christmas, I think that next year you should add it to your list.
Get into White Christmas.
What the hell?
Okay. Because I'm
Something to think
white.
Yeah, that's why.
Interesting.
I think
Interesting.
you should check it out. But because it's
Racial profiling here on Sofa
it's cracked.
Tomatoes.
It's cracked my top 5 is kind of what I'm trying
Crack
to say.
the top 5.
Crack the top 5. Yeah, I mean for me, I'll say like Elf is probably really number 1.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I love Elf.
But
It is.
I also
Boy to the Elf. What's your favorite color?
yeah, that's classic. You know what else is my favorite? The one with the Year Without Santa or something like that. The one with the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser. You probably don't know it. It's a claymation one from like 1979 or something. It's really, really good.
I know, like the Rudolph claymation one.
It was in that. There's like multiple
in that universe.
Yes, exact same universe.
In that
yeah.
cinematic universe.
Exactly.
Fascinating. I will say I don't really love the Christmas holidays or not Christmas holidays. I don't really love the Christmas movies too much because I find them very kitschy,
Sure.
very cheesy.
Yeah, I jive with that thought.
And to me, that's boring. I'm not interested. I'm not engaged when it's just like almost not, when it's too camp, it's cliche.
Okay.
But there's nothing wrong with camp. Like, there's nothing wrong with something being campy. But when it verges on the cliche, like the fucking, what is it, like Red One movie?
Don't know.
You heard about this?
No.
Like with The Rock. It's like another big Netflix or Amazon, whatever the fuck. But like any movie that The Rock is in, I know, one, I'm not going to like it. Two, it's going to be shit.
Wow.
And like personal opinion and fact are those two things that I get out of any time I see The Rock in a movie. Because I get it. Hollywood loves him and everyone oodles and googles all over this man. Whatever.
He was good on the TV show Ballers.
Sure.
However,
But he's not like a really good actor.
However, that show was just like a copy and paste from like Entourage. Like they really, really, really copied and pasted the kind of idea of it. But they did it in its own unique way. But
Like, I'm coming for you, Dwayne. If you ever listen to Sofa Tomatoes, do something better. Give yourself a challenge as an actor.
I say cage match, you and Dwayne.
Okay. But,
Cage
all right, give me 10 years on steroids just like him.
No, you'll be fine without it.
And that's what I want out of him, though. I want, like, if he's going to be Hollywood's boo thing, I want, like, do a McConaughey where you really kind of transition into some serious acting.
Really? That's what you want out of him?
Yes.
I want him.
I'm
I want him
bored.
to go the other way. I want him.
Ugh.
Do not at me before you hear what I have to say.
I'm ughing at the idea.
Okay. Well, what I have to say is I think he needs to take the Arnold Schwarzenegger path.
And become the governor.
Not become the governor, but just action movie. Just focus.
That's
on
all he does.
Bigger. Go bigger. Keep going bigger. Just keep going bigger until you can't go. Until he's got the biggest, holding the biggest gun or the biggest cannon or whatever the heck. Just keep going bigger and big until you can't go any bigger, and then governor.
And then governor.
And then go up
California?
against Arnold. Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to choose a different
Up
state.
against Arnold.
Because maybe he should rival, Arnold by going... I said, again. God damn it.
Oh, you got caught.
Oh. Anyway.
Idiot.
Instead of California, New York.
You think he goes to New York?
Yeah, it'd be a
The
little different.
Rock in New York?
Be a little different.
I would love to see
Where's
him.
he from?
Who cares?
Okay.
I would love to see the... He went to college in Florida.
He would be from Florida.
He went to college in Florida, Miami,
I get Florida vibes from him.
I believe. Played football there. Yeah, governor. And then and then Arnold can stay governor, and then they can have meetings, and then they can have like liftoffs.
To compete for federal funds.
Compete for federal funds, yeah.
Whoever benches the most gets the most
Yeah.
money.
Yeah,
I love that. That would actually make the American political system much more entertaining.
I agree. Yeah, let's get the bodybuilders.
It's already a shit show.
We need more bodybuilders in office. You got
That's what we need.
more bodybuilders, less thinkers, more just brawn.
Less brain, more brawn.
Yes.
I think that's where
In
we
office.
fucked up. Even though there's really no brain in American politics to
Well-
begin with. That shit sailed after Jimmy died,
Yeah,
which was yesterday or 2
Bye,
days
Jimmy.
ago.
so long.
Jimmy was great. I think history is going to look fond on Jimmy. I do. I look fond upon Mr. Carter and his peanuts.
Me too.
He's a good guy. Good dude.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Do you have any hill that you want to die on already?
Do I have a hill today? Like I said, I'm building a mountain range.
Yeah.
And today, my hill is very personal. Because the hill that I want to die on today is... So I'm trying to make sourdough starter.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to have fresh bread whenever I want it. And the fact that it's been a month and I have yet to have a successful starter is a problem. So
You're a failed baker.
I am failing at baking, and it's deeply personal at this point. I think this fucking bread, this fucking flour and water, is out to ruin my life. It's just every time I feed it and nothing happens, it's just popping bubbles of fake fermentation that say, "You're a failure. You're a failure. Fuck you. You'll never have delicious bread." So, the hill that I'm dying on. So, in my trial and errors, I'm going to keep whatever. In my trial and errors of this, the first time I did it, I think I was using shit water, so then it got fucked up. The
Fair.
second time I was doing it, I wasn't changing out the jar that it was in, so then it eventually developed mold, and I had to throw it out literally today, after I'd gone like over a week. So, the hill that I'm dying on today is that fresh water, purified water, needs to be available in all homes at all times. Because the fact that I have to go buy a gallon of water in an attempt to make sourdough starter is so fucked. And with the city of Chicago in particular, because we have more lead pipes than anywhere else in the United States, I believe, our water is too hard for sourdough, which means it's too hard for life. And the hill on my mountain, the tallest peak, my Everest, is that purified, clean water, perfect for sourdough starter, needs to be available to all people at all times.
Quite the hill.
Kind of a wholesome hill, which is uncharacteristic of me.
Somewhat wholesome. I like that.
But it's selfishly motivated.
A little bit of communism.
Yeah. I totally believe in communism. Get rid of the state, get rid of the classes, get rid of the money.
Yeah.
It's all everybody
Okay.
in it to win it. There's no winners and losers. It's just us.
Okay. So you're a full supporter of communism.
I am.
Okay.
I actually am.
That's cool.
But like true communism, not like Soviet communism,
Well,
like Bolshevik bullshit. I want like
Can't have it both ways.
I want true communism.
Interesting.
But it'll
no
never
such thing.
It'll never happen in our
No
lives.
such thing is true.
So yeah, that's my hill today. A little wholesome, a little selfish, but I just want fucking clean water
Clean water.
and the sourdough and bread. I just want bread.
What if instead
Water
of
and bread.
Instead of your hill being that you want fresh water or filtered water or whatever, that you just want everybody should get a free fresh bread subscription. And then you just get
Like a sourdough subscription.
everybody gets whatever bread they want just delivered. It's free.
Also that.
Die on a bigger hill.
Okay, I'm fine. All food is
Take a
free.
bigger hill. All food is free.
All food is free.
Wow.
All food is free.
Dude, that's I
I
think
believe
I
all
think we
food
got
should
to
be
draw
free.
the line there.
No.
Because some food's worth more than others.
Nope.
Wow.
Not on my Heil Hill.
I don't usually disagree with hills, but that's some bullstein. But I mean, hey, listen, if
You don't have to get on my mountain.
I'm off your mountain, I'll tell you that yesterday. I will tell you something else though. Like if I want food to be free, but like for just me or you too. Like if we could have that where like everybody else pays, and then when we show up, they're like, "Oh, these are those good guys. We want to give them free food." Then I'm in.
Okay.
Then I'm in. But like, you know, they deserve to get their nut too. You know, everybody's got to make a nut.
Well, if you get rid of money
Let's get
in
rid of-
true communism, then all food is free.
That's the thing. I don't think that would work out though.
No, our species is too greedy.
Yeah, we're fucked.
We're too greedy.
We're fucked.
We like possessions of things.
Yeah,
And like to a degree, like I also believe in some private ownership of things. Like it's my house, right? I own it. It's my house. I can do what I want to it. That's why you'll never catch me buying a house that's involved in an HOA. Ever.
Those HOAs are pieces of shit.
Ever.
They're tricky. If you got an HOA and you want to talk to us about it, shoot us an email.
Shoot us an email. Tell us your horror story with your HOA.
gmail.com. Tell us the story. We might look at it. Maybe we'll talk about it. Probably not.
Like if you're in a condo or a townhouse, I kind of understand the HOA there.
Sometimes you got to do that shit.
But if you're in an independent house and you got a nice yard and your nearest neighbor isn't like, you know, maybe like a half acre away or wherever, that's really big actually, like just a couple hundred feet, there's no reason you should be paying an HOA. And the fact that these HOAs can evict you out of your own house because your siding is the wrong shade of gray is insane. So I will never buy a house that's involved in an HOA because it's my fucking house. And I should have the right to do whatever I want to it.
You should be saving these hills, but now you can't use that one next week. So
Oh, that's fine. That's not even like that's just a mound.
it's just something to consider, I guess.
But yeah, that's my hill.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah. What about you? What's your hill today?
My hill couldn't be more clear to me on this day. My hill is have a New Year's resolution. Go and use that New Year's resolution and make something of yourself this upcoming year. I'm saying that for myself. I'm not just saying that to the listeners or whoever the fuck. I'm saying that for me because I want to better myself this year. There are goals that I have, and I want to attack it this year. And I think that everybody else should be doing that.
You want to attack it?
I want to attack this new year. Yeah.
Can you explain more on that?
Well, I just have goals for I've got physical goals for myself. I've got, some financial goals for myself. I've got all kinds of these goals that I have for myself this year that, and I got to hit the ground running type of thing.
You could start today.
Sure. But I'm saying that this is the hill and this is for everybody else as well. But I'm also saying that, some of these goals are tough to meet. And if you don't meet these goals, that's okay. There's a new year coming for you to have a whole nother resolution.
I think patience.
So cut yourself some slack.
Yeah,
too.
patience when achieving goals is necessary. And giving yourself some grace that, it's going to ebb and flow, right?
For sure.
You're not going to hit your goal perfectly. Nor, the journey is the whole part of it.
Whole part.
The destination sometimes isn't even real.
Yeah.
But what's one of your goals then? What's one of your aspirations for 2025?
I want to cut some debt off.
Cut some debt.
Cut some debt would be nice for me.
It's a good one.
I want to I'm going to purge some stuff that I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to clean house?
Before. Not clean house. Purge some stuff. Not get too crazy.
Okay. More than one garbage bag?
It depends. We'll see.
Okay.
Depends on the day. It might be a multiple day process. I might get one garbage bag today and then two in a week or two. Who knows? I want to do that. And then I'm going to start going to the gym again.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to do that. That's my goal.
I'm going to start doing it for sure. Enough's enough. I know that it's the right thing to do.
It is.
It just is.
It is. Because Lord knows we need it. Our bodies need it. Our minds need it.
Yeah, it's the right thing.
It is what to do. And there was the beginning or the end of 2023. I was good about it. I had a really good routine going. I was on it. And then I developed a panic disorder. And then I stopped doing it. And I haven't I haven't gone to a gym. I haven't worked out in over a year now.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
You look good though.
Yeah, my diet's still okay.
Yeah, you got that going for you. Can't say the same.
But, because, if I was going to not work out, I was at least going to eat relatively okay. And I had my bouts of, not eating enough and whatever. But
Totally.
But I need to get into that. I need, I've lost all the muscle that I relatively had. It's all gone.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah.
And I want to look good.
Yeah.
Vanity is my sin. It is. I want to look desirable. I want to look in the mirror and be like, I would fuck me. Not what's his face from The Silence of the Lambs. Where it doo-doo, doo-doo. You've never seen Silence of the Lambs, have you?
I have.
Okay, great movie.
Good movie.
But when he's in there and he's like, I would fuck me, I'm not talking that. But I would want to look at myself and be like, that's fucking right.
I want to look at myself and go, that's good enough.
Because let's get a little personal. I'm going to get a little personal on here.
Get Percy.
So growing up, I was never the fittest kid.
Same.
And yeah, I know you can relate to this experience. And I was always super self-conscious about like going to the beach or going to the pool.
Yeah, gotta
because
pop that shirt off.
I was so scared to take the shirt off because everyone was just going to say, look at that tubby custard run to the diving board. Look at that jiggle.
Look at Michael's nipples.
Look at my nipples. Look at these pepperonis.
Yeah.
These sausages that are these sliced sausages.
I had the same thing. Just
that I have on my chest.
I had a little bit of chunk, and then I was also like weirdly hairy.
Yeah,
At a young age.
Yeah,
At a young age.
you got hairier before I did, but I'm also of the
really hairy motherfucker.
I'm also of the hairy variety.
Yeah.
Perks of being Greek, Italian, and whatever the fuck else.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that came with a lot of internal frustrations about body image and, you know, wearing shirts at pools and blah, blah, blah. And I would like to shake off that anxiety.
Right.
I think that person is always going to be me, though. I think that Michael is the reason why I'm here today. And so I don't want to say that person should never exist or I want to get rid of that person. I talk about this in therapy all the time.
Right.
But I want to take that Michael and make him look at this Michael and be like, you did that, bud. Yeah. You really turned that party.
I really want to just be fit enough to where when I do pig out that I don't feel bad about it after.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And like that's really the only goal that I have. Like it'd be nice to be like give me double the muscle, triple it, you know, whatever. It'd be nice to, you know.
You want to start juicing?
I mean,
let's go to Mexico.
If we got a good guy, I mean, I'd consider juice, but I really, really just I like to pig out once in a while. Not, you know, and not, you know, here and there, but when I do, afterwards, I'd like to be like one-time thing for like a week or two. And like actually stick to that.
See, that's where I respect that. I totally understand that. I think that's a fair mindset. I think that's a relatively healthy mindset to be in.
Yeah.
Where you can do something and you don't have to shame yourself for
right.
it. So for me, instead of like the pig out every once in a while, it's really just been like a full diet shift where because I've really focused on my diet for most of the week, I don't feel the shame on the pig out because I know the next day, like my diet's going to be good.
Right. But my diet hasn't been good enough like that.
But once you, I think having something consistent for you in 2025.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
I think that'll change. Follow like some people on YouTube for like good recipes and stuff and it'll happen. And you realize how fun cooking is.
Gosh, dude.
Except for sourdough. Fuck sourdough.
Yeah, fuck sourdough. I'm not getting into that ballpark, but
no, I'll give you some when I have it.
Yeah, I'll just eat yours. I mean, it might be a little too precious for you.
No, once like starter, like it's really easy to have in abundance once you have it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that like I don't really like I'm down for a new recipe here, a new recipe there, but I really think that my activity is just low. Like my diet hasn't been that good because, you know, the holidays and like eating out here and there, whatever. But I think that my activity has been lower. I've been kind of just sitting around more. I've been, you know, I haven't been walking the dog as much. I haven't been playing as much sports as I had been. There's been a bunch of stuff on top of me eating a little bit more as well. Because I was on a pretty good diet right before Christmas.
It always gets me.
But even still before Christmas, I was still like, I was doing bad before then, but then I had a good like week and a half where I was doing good, and then Christmas came, and then I celebrated Christmas 3 times in a row. I had my dad's, then my mom's, then the girlfriend's.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just like boom, 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 boom. Food. And then I was down by Rachel's for 3 days or 2 days, 2 full days, 3 nights or whatever the math is of it all.
Yeah.
And so like we ate out twice, and then like her mom's home cooking, and then like her dad makes the chocolate chip cheesecake dessert.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And
I will say the American system doesn't really set you up for success.
No.
It doesn't.
Not as a fit, not to be fit, no.
Yeah, it doesn't.
but we're working on it. I'm working on it.
And I think
it's a work in
because
progress.
you're a variety guy, variety is the spice of life. You
Yeah.
appreciate some variety.
I do.
And so I think if you have a couple recipes in your repertoire that aren't just chicken, rice, and broccoli,
Right.
I think you might find some success and it will probably come easier than you think.
I do have a couple things in my repertoire that aren't just that. You know, I'll do like a tortellini
Okay.
thing. I usually have chicken with it, you know, but I've
Yeah.
got like this like jardiniere sauce with like little, I think there's beets or plums in it or something. Really, really good. Delicious sauce. You can get it at Aldi. Oh my God, dude. You got to check this stuff out.
Okay.
I do that. But yeah, there's always room for improvement here and there, but
Totally.
we'll get there. We'll get there. And we got New Year's Eve coming up. I can't eat healthy on New Year's Eve.
No, as you
unfortunately.
shouldn't.
And then
you
yeah,
shouldn't.
today I've already screwed the pooch there. I'm not gonna end on a good note. We're gonna have to go out after this and eat something. If you're
I
down.
like honestly, I was probably gonna go like Burger King if we weren't gonna get dinner or whatever.
Right.
Because I don't really feel like cooking today.
Yeah. We'll do something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Whatever. So
But those are good. Those are good goals for
Yeah.
the year. I can empathize and I sympathize with them because
Yeah.
I see them for myself.
might not sound like crazy or anything, but like
No,
we got to cut it down, chop it up.
chop it up. Whole Foods. Get
Whole
that
Foods.
Get the Whole Foods. Chop it up.
Exactly. So that's kind of my thing for this upcoming year, dude. I
Okay.
hope that you figure out your sourdough thing.
Me too, because it would be so nice to like not buy bread. Because one thing about America as well and our food, our bread sucks ass. Our bread is so bad. It is not even negotiable how shitty American bread is.
Totally.
And it's basically because of corporations and consumerism and war, all that jazz.
Yeah.
So I am sick of eating cancerous bread and I want to make it myself because it's really not that hard once you have all the ingredients.
Apparently.
The hardest
It
part
a
is
little
just getting this fucking starter to actually do what I want it to do.
hard. It is a little hard. It is hard.
But then
guys.
after that, it's really not hard. It's just like your ratios are right, your temperature's right, you throw it in the oven, out pops a delicious loaf of bread.
Okay. Well, I'm in. I can't wait to try it. I usually just try to make sure that I get wheat bread. You know, that's kind of just like my thing, just to keep the calories. Like it's just a little bit healthier to get.
Sure,
that
whole
wheat,
grains is always the best
Whole
way to do
grain.
it.
wheat bread. Just to try not to go just straight white bread.
Yeah, and obviously, like the less ingredients, the better.
Right.
Because true bread, it really just is like flour, water, and salt.
Yeah.
That's the truest bread. So when you get all those kind of preservatives and stuff like that, that's where you kind of can go awry. Ba-bum.
Bam.
And
We got bread jokes, you guys.
thank
Tune in for more next week.
Thank you. But that's kind of like my rule of thumb when I'm in the grocery store. How many ingredients does it have? If it's too many, I'm not buying it.
Done.
There's also an app you can get that my sister put me on. My parents call it the No Fun app because it tells you that everything you've been eating as a child is going to kill you.
Sure.
It's called Yuka,
I don't want to know.
Yuka, and you scan the barcode on produce and even cosmetics as well. And it tells you what's in it, what harmful ingredients and why they're harmful. You know, it kind of even links you to some studies, I believe. So I've done it for some of my groceries. I still will buy things that'll kill me. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to die anyway.
Because we're going to die anyway. And I want some fucking Oreos, goddammit. But for my cosmetics, so face wash, moisturizer, I'm really... that's really primarily why I bought it, because I'm trying to get rid of these products that have endocrine blockers.
Okay.
So things that really kind of fuck up your hormones,
Right.
whether it fucks up, testosterone, melatonin, whatever, your hormones, your endocrine system. I'm not a doctor. I just want to do things that are healthy.
For sure, same.
And so I found that, I know you don't come for me, CeraVe, but CeraVe is no bueno.
Classic.
CeraVe is no bueno. So I cut that out. I now have a La Roche-Posay.
La Roche.
La Roche.
You like a La Roche?
I love their face wash.
Yeah, I'm talking.
But their moisturizers, also no bueno.
La Roche?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to be careful. I forget the name of the brand, but it's at Ulta. It passes the scale. and that's kind of where I'm headed.
I think I use Olay face.
We can scan it
Moisturizer.
after this, and I can tell you.
Yeah, maybe.
But that is also part of the thing, because it's not also what you put in your body; it's what you put on your body.
You're telling me. I hear that too.
So that's the goal. Healthier lifestyles. I don't want to live forever, but for the life that I do have, I want to feel good.
Well, you're not going to live forever, so breaking news to you.
No, I'm not going to live forever.
No,
and
you're
I entertain the idea of reincarnation. I think that's fun.
Yeah, that is fun.
Because like there's a part of me that like doesn't want to die. I think obvious. I think self-preservation is just natural to living things.
Okay.
But the idea that, you know, I die and then I get re-uploaded into the Matrix,
Zoop.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Kind of fun.
I'm so in on that.
But theory. So I had this question when my grandpa died. He died of Alzheimer's and dementia, all that jazz.
Right.
So, you know, when you die, you know, like the religious folk, the ultra religious folk would be like, you go to heaven and Jesus welcomes you with open arms because
The gate opens. Yeah.
you accepted him as your savior, whatever. But my question is, and maybe you can shoot us an email, leave a comment, that when you die, do you go to heaven as the person you died, or do you go to heaven as like your prime self? So like when my grandpa died, he was in the thrills of dementia. He had no fucking clue what was going on or who he was.
Wow, yeah.
So is he in heaven still kind of like, Betty?
Do you go to heaven as like a baby?
Or do you go to heaven as a baby? Like, how does it work? You know, all the religious people, tell me how it works. I know you don't have the answers because they're unanswerable, but like, tell me how it works.
Yeah, let's figure this out, you guys. Send us an email, sofatomatoespod.com.
This is becoming a Christian pod. No, this is an all-denominational. This is a non-denominational podcast.
It's improv.
This is the Willow Creek of podcasts.
It's not that.
You're
But
right.
anywho.
This is the Joel Alstein of podcasts. Give us your money tax-free, baby. I want to buy that G6 jet cash.
Yeah, we're not making any money, you guys, so
Nope.
tune in. Keep tuning in, though, and
This is all
maybe we'll
pro-
tell you if we make money. But till
This is
then,
all pro Ireland.
We're
Pro
not doing it.
bono.
yeah, we're doing it pro bono, you guys, so tune
Throw us a
in.
bone.
It's free to listen. Just use your ears.
Well, you have to pay for the streaming services.
That's just not true.
Except YouTube. You can listen on YouTube for free.
I mean, if you have if you just have an iPhone, you just have Apple Podcasts.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding.
I can listen to this on Spotify without having a thing. I just might have
Are there
some
ads?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really
We
tried.
should get ad revenue then,
But we don't.
but we don't.
No.
Anyway,
Something to think about.
it is something to think about.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but anywho, you guys, I think we did it. Do you think we did it?
I think we did
Is there
it.
anything else you want to say?
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Hope to have you again in 2025. You'll see us next year,
You will. Or you'll hear us.
or hear us next year.
Yeah, because most of you guys are listening, not watching. And that's cool, too. I love that.
Yeah, I majority listen to podcasts. The only time I ever watch them is if like I'm in the mood to watch something.
Yeah, and I'm gaining weight, so don't watch. Just listen.
Yeah, wait till we're on our fitness journeys. Then you can
you'll
start
wanna watch.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
'cause
we'll give you something
We'll
to
have
look at.
6-pack abs and glistening pectoral muscles.
Yeah, anyhow. I'm Tom Sofa,
Mike Tomato.
and this is Sofa Tomatoes.
I didn't like that I did that.
Yeah?
Can I redo that?
It's not the first time you've done that.
I know, and I regret it every time.
Well, here's the thing. You can do it right next time.
Mike Tomato,
Well,
just normal.
Okay. Well, who are you?
I Mike Tomato.
Tom Sofa. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Check us out again next week, last week, this week, and in the future and past.
Whenever your heart desires. Okay, bye.
Bye, guys. Peace.